we got another treat for you today. I am currently driving a 2018 Toyota Corolla SE 6-speed manual. So this car is pretty significant, being that they made quite a few less of the manuals as they did the CVT automatic transmission. This car comes equipped with 132 horsepower from the factory with 128 foot-pounds of torque. Now I know this car may not be boasting a very high horsepower number out of a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. That's pretty typical nowadays, but it is very responsive. I noticed going through the gears, the throttle is very responsive to my foot. There's no lag between the pedal, anything like that. So if you're doing any sort of spirited driving, downshifting, things like that, it's going to take that. It's going to know what you're doing and be able to react to it, which is very nice. Kind of not the standard and modern day economy style cars. Toyota did a really good job of being able to keep this kind of performance oriented while still being a comfortable, around town type of car. The clutch pedal in this car is very forgiving. If you're doing any sort of first time learning in a 6-speed or manual transmission in general, this pedal will be very nice to anybody who's not necessarily the most comfortable with a manual transmission. Along with that, we have, paired with the 6-speed gearbox, a reverse lockout plunger, which is very nice. Some 6-speeds released by manufacturers nowadays can be kind of tough to get into reverse. It can kind of be a fight for the first couple tries. With this reverse lockout, all you do is pull up on the plunger all the way over and straight up. It gets you right into reverse every time. There's no fighting with it or anything like that, which is nice. So even though this car is a 2018 model year, it is still brand new. It has not been purchased yet. So with our 2019 models rolling in, we'd really like to clear our 2018 inventory out to make space for the 2019s. So whoever comes in to buy this car is going to get a fantastic deal, which is great, on top of the fact that this is already a rare model Corolla. There's not going to be very many of them on the road. So along with all the other great features that this Corolla offers, we still have our standard Toyota safety sense in this vehicle as well. Coming with this vehicle standard is going to be your dynamic radar cruise control here on the steering wheel, along with your lane departure assist. Both great features, great feedback. Everybody's loved them so far, and our pre-collision system is last. So I'll go over all three of those with you. I'm sure some of you guys as Toyota owners are very familiar with our Toyota safety sense, but for those of you who are not Toyota owners or looking to become one in the near future, I'm going to go over those features with you anyways. So the pre-collision system, the way that works is if the vehicle detects you're coming up behind someone and you're approaching them too quickly, that person locks their brakes up, whatever it is, the car is going to detect that that gap is closing between the two of you, and if it gets too far, it'll actually try and stop the car for you. It's pretty incredible. If you get too close, it'll actually completely stop the vehicle if it has the capability of doing that and prevent the collision altogether. Our dynamic radar cruise control, the way that works is when we are on the highway, say we're going 65 miles per hour and we have our cruise control set, there might be somebody in front of you who's not in a hurry by any means, anything like that. They're going about 62. You have your dynamic radar cruise control set. When you're coming up behind them, the vehicle is going to register that they're going slower than you and will match their speed for you to coast with them. This helps immensely. Long road trips, any sort of thing like that with driver fatigue, it's pretty incredible. The last one is our lane departure assist. So the way that works is if you're driving down any sort of a road where it can detect the road lanes on either side of you, if you drift too far out of your lane without your turn signal, that's the big thing. If your turn signal's not on, the car's going to start beeping at you. Alright guys, so we are back here in the delivery bay at Tansky with this 2018 6-speed Corolla we just spent the last few minutes talking about. Now, before the end of this feature, I want to go over a few more things with you guys just to clear some things up and go over them again. So the first thing is, this is one of the last 2018s in our fleet here at Tansky. So what that means is whoever does decide to come in and purchase this Corolla is going to get a fantastic deal. The next thing is, this is still a relatively rare car. Like we spoke about before, it is the 6-speed manual transmission, which is getting harder and harder to find these days outside of enthusiast-style sports cars. So to find a 6-speed transmission in a commuting daily driver economic vehicle like the Corolla is becoming harder to find. So with that being said, it makes it a bit more rare. We have one of the few in the area. This car is not going to last for very long, so make sure you come in and talk to somebody if you're curious about it. We have product specialists here 7 days a week, so if you're curious, you want some information, want to know pricing, whatever it is, come in, talk to us. Let's get you on a test drive, see how you like the Corolla. Thanks, guys.